When I quit farming, I was in my 40s, I said to a neighbor, "I'm just not smart enough to be a farmer." Well, he was an apple grower, and he said, "Nah, you're not stupid enough to keep farming." That's just the kind of self-deprecating expression of humility an apple grower would say. I told him, "Don't tell me how not stupid enough I am." I said, "I'm just as stupid as you are, maybe more so." This is not about my IQ. There's so much you have to know in agriculture. Finances, economy, geology, hydrology, meteorology, machinery, botany, biology, entomology, real estate. In the old days, they had to know it without being able to Google it. Farmers and ranchers are the smartest people I know, and I'm not just saying that to ingratiate myself to my audience, and if I was, I wouldn't admit it. After I quit farming, I got a job delivering mail for the Postal Service. You have to be smart to be a mail carrier. You have to be able to read, for one thing, and also you have to have a valid driver's license, and this means you have to be smarter than a registered voter. My postmaster gave me 2 pieces of advice. She said, the first was, don't freak out. That was the first. The second was, you'll be fine. 2 pieces of advice. I'd show up at work every day and there'd be tons of mail, and I'd say to the postmaster, "How do you expect me to deliver this enormous mountain of paper?" And she'd say, "Don't freak out. You'll be fine." None of the other carriers complained as much as I did, and I figured that's because the system had them all beaten down. They'd been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years or more. They had no fight left in them. So I had to complain, enough for the whole office. I'd say, "This is too much mail," and she'd say, "You'll be fine." I hated her saying that because it was so dismissive, as if my troubles didn't matter to her. But she'd say it every day, and the surprise is, I really would be fine. I'd live to see another day, and every day, again I was fine, until the day I retired, and I'm still fine. And someday, I'll die of old age a long time in the future, and I'll still be fine. After I'm gone, I will not complain a bit. What I learned as a mailman is, we worry more than we need to worry. I should have learned that as a farmer. What I learned from farming is, I have the power to make it rain by cutting my hay into windrows. Rainmaking is my superpower. What I learned as a mailman is, when I hear people freaking out about anything on God's green earth, I say, we will all be fine. Humanity has had good times and bad times. We've had dark ages and Renaissance ages and primitive ages and golden ages, and don't let it be forgot that once there was a spot for one brief shining moment that was known as Camelot. And humanity will be fine until someday, a long, long time in the future, humanity will pass away into extinction, and we will still be fine. After we are gone, we will not complain a bit.